Preliminary exercises. Nobody can expect to achieve an impulse of psychic energy while his body is tense, because a tense body means a tense mind, and the mind is a controlling factor. So we will start by describing the technique of conscious relaxation. Conscious relaxation exercise. Start doing this exercise in bed before you go to sleep. Lie flat on your back with your hands beside but not touching your body. Close your eyes and say to yourself, I am relaxing. All tenseness is passing from my body. Repeat this a couple of times, then pause for half a minute or so while you think about your body. If the exercise is working, you should become conscious of various little pressures over your frame. For example, you might feel the covers pressing down on your feet, even become aware of your heartbeat. Take a mental note of all these things, because your body will have tensed itself in these areas, and you can't rid yourself of tenseness unless you are conscious of its presence. Now close your mouth, then pull the muscles of your stomach out and downwards. You will notice that you inhale a quantity of air in the process. When the stomach is fully extended, pull your shoulders up into the back. At the same time, expand your rib cage and pull your stomach back in. Hold this position for a second, then contract your rib cage and stomach together. This will force all air out of the lungs. Exhale through the mouth. Hold this contracted position for a second, then breathe again. It is important to note that these actions should be done in a flowing manner and not as separate jerky actions. Do not lock your throat to hold the breath. Use your chest and stomach muscles instead. Do not overdo deep breathing exercises. Too many have a curious effect on the body. So limit yourself to half a dozen breaths initially. Having taken a deep breath, hold it for a second and imagine that the aches and pressures in your body are passing into the air in your lungs in the same way that carbon dioxide waste is exchanged for oxygen there. Then breathe out slowly. Simultaneously whisper, relax, using the whole capacity of your lungs to say it, and feel the tenseness from your body dispersing. Repeat this procedure a couple times, then pause for a minute or so. You now want to ease each muscle in your body and turn. Start with the feet. Stretch them and tense the muscles in them. Then, just before the position becomes painful, relax them. The idea is that you should be able to feel every fiber in your muscles in a tense state. This is how these muscles spend most of the day. Usually, you are quite unconscious of the fact and so never relax them. Having relaxed your feet, turn your attention to your calf muscles. Do the same tensing exercise with them, then with your thigh muscles, and so on up the whole body, not forgetting that there are muscles in your face. It is quite likely that by the time you reach your neck muscle, your feet will have tensed up again. This is a common occurrence in primary stages, which is eradicated only by constant practice. Having relaxed every muscle in this way, you may allow yourself a short break. Just lie still and enjoy the tingling sensation running through your body. After a few attempts at this exercise, you should achieve a state wherein your mind will no longer be conscious of the presence of your body. At this point, you may truly say you are relaxed. After a little more practice, you will find yourself capable of relaxing while sitting upright. 20 minutes deep relaxation is roughly equivalent to 3 hours of normal sleep, and so it follows by continual use. Conscious relaxation will benefit you in everyday life as well in psychic development. Learn to relax while seated on the floor or on a straight back chair. This is the posture you will adopt for charging your mirrors, and in this way, your subconscious mind will associate such a posture with relaxation, enabling you to concentrate on the actual business of charging. Visualization exercise. When you have learned to relax properly, you may pass on to the next exercise, that of visualization. The fluids that we use are evoked initially by the use of our imagination. Try this simple test. Close your eyes for a moment and visualize a ping pong ball then hold that vision for half a minute. When you're able to visualize any such object and hold it for 30 seconds, you will be ready for mirror magic. The following exercise is designed to bring back your imaginative powers, and so prepare you for higher things. It is called candle imagery. Start by placing a lit candle at a distance of 1 meter or so from the chair in which you will sit. Have the room darkened. Make yourself comfortable in the chair and go through the conscious relaxation exercise. Concentrate on the candle. Start at the bottom, then work your way slowly up the stem. Look at the wick and the flame. Note the irregularities in the wax and the speck of carbon trapped in the molten wax at the base of the flame and the aura around the candle. Take at least 5, preferably 10 minutes to do this. Repeat procedure for 3 days in a row, then take a break for a couple of days. Try not to think about the candle during this break. After a few days have elapsed, return to the exercise, but this time close your eyes and try to smell the burning candle from where you sit. Endeavor to identify individual odors, the solid wax, the burning wax, the carbon, etc. Do this exercise for 2 days in a row, allowing 10 minutes for each session. Then take another break for a few days. When you return to the exercise, you might find that you need a new candle, so take one. Light it and place it at arm's length from you. Relax, then stretch out and touch the stem of the candle between finger and thumb. Feel the texture of the wax, hard at the base, soft at the top. Move your hand away, hold it outstretched near the flame, not too near, and feel the heat emanating from the burning wax. Move your hand around the candle and note the different intensities of heat at various angles. Ideally, this exercise should be performed with the eyes closed, but for safety's sake, it is wiser to watch where you put your hands. You should only need to do this stage of the exercise once, since the tactile sense is one of the strongest in the body. Take yet another couple days break before returning to the exercise. This time, keep your eyes open. Look at the candle and its flame. Feel the heat and the textures. Smell the smoke and the wax. Make sure that you really know the candle in all its aspects. Then blow the candle out. Close your eyes and see it in your mind. Smell it. Feel it. Know that it is as real as the one you just extinguished. Hold that vision for as long as you are able. When it fades, leave the exercise and return the following day to repeat the procedure. Continue in this way until you have that candle firmly in your mind and are able to hold it there for 30 seconds. Image control. The second stage of the candle exercise requires that you learn to control the flame of the candle image. Close your eyes and imagine the candle burning normally. Now slowly cause the flame to burn brighter. Continue practicing this single action until you have now the brightness fully under your control. Now cause the flame to grow brighter and the heat it generates to grow more intense in proportion. Continue practicing until you have both of these factors under your control. When this has been accomplished, you must learn to diminish and finally extinguish the flame. Again, close your eyes and fix the image of the candle burning normally. Slowly cause the flame to lose its brightness and size, and then to go completely out. Add the cold factor to your next attempt. As the flame extinguishes, feel the cold creeping in. We must stress that each of these stages should be attempted in separate sessions. Do not try to overdo the exercise. You are teaching your subconscious that you are the master of your mind, and this can only be done in slow but sure fashion. The final stage of the candle exercise is to project the image of the candle out of your mind and into the space in front of you. You should experience little difficulty in doing this if you have followed the previous steps. Sit in a darkened room and with your eyes open, imagine the candle to be in front of you, suspended in midair and burning steadily. Continue practicing until the image remains there for a full half minute. Remember, you must be able to smell the smoke and feel the heat from it. When this has been accomplished, you should practice controlling the flame, exactly as before, but with the image suspended before you. This completes the exercise of Kindle imagery. You should now turn your attention towards other objects. Try a matchbox, a teacup, or anything else that takes your fancy. Use the pattern of exercises described for the Kindle experiment, though you may of course modify it to suit the object. When you can see, smell, and feel the chosen object suspended in front of you for half a minute, you will be ready for the final stage of training, color imagery. Find 6 pieces of cloth or paper, red, blue, yellow, green, blue, white, and dark violet in color. Choose only one color per session and don't pass on to another until you can instantaneously call to mind that color. To achieve this, you must concentrate on the piece of cloth or paper until you absorb its coloring. Memorize the color, project it inside your head, then eventually suspend it in front of your eyes. The normal method is to imagine a ball of the required color held in your hands, which you have cupped for this purpose. Learn to expand and contract this ball using the same technique as that of flame control with the candle. When you have completely mastered all the exercises in this chapter, you will be in the position to draw in the required fluids from the universe by using your imagination, and so have the ability to charge your magic mirrors. The following chapters explain how this charging may be accomplished.